I want you to share the video. I want to talk about certain things that I've seen are not going very right. And being a gospel artist, being a Zambian patriotic Zambian, I feel I should express how I feel. So just share the video and let's get to talk. I want to talk about the One Zambia, One Nation. I also want to talk about the honeybee scandal, Ministry of Health and everybody that is involved. And I also want to talk about the peace of Zambia. Where are we going as Zambians? What is happening to Zambia? So just share the video. Just share the video. Am I sharing audio or video? Yeah, just share the video right now and we're gonna get talking. Just share the video. Share the video and we're gonna get talking. Share the video, let's get talking. Invite friends. Isabel Mimi, you're saying good evening to you. Evening in Chinembo, you're saying I'm with you. Thank you so much. Just share the video. Let's get talking. Chifuna Osa Nikaolo Zalaka. Stephanie. No, I'll play that song later. I want to talk about something that is really important right now. Very important. One Zambia, One Nation is what we still want up to now. It has been there and it has to continue. And the scandal of Ministry of Health, Honeybee, and the other people that are involved in all this, and also the peace of Zambia. Where are we heading to? Where are we going? Nancy Mlinga is saying evening, thank you to you. Just share the video. Let's get talking. Let's get talking. Share the video and let's get to talk about this that is going on in Zambia. We only have one Zambia, and so it's supposed to be taken care of by you and me, and also the people that we've chosen as leaders to be in those offices, and not what is happening right now. What is happening at the moment is not right. It's not right. It's not right. The one speaking in the background on the song is Bwana Njombe. Bwana Njombe, when he used to act as president then. Bwana Njombe, just share the video. Let's get talking. Rosehana Tezulu, you're saying good evening from Mongo. Good evening to you too. Christopher Kunda saying Mwape, you're saying greeting Brother Peter. Greetings to you too. Share the video, invite other people to join. Let's get talking. I know some people will be saying, no, you're a gospel artist, why are you talking about this? But the thing is, I am affected as a gospel artist and I should talk about these things. Am I sharing my own video on my wall again? Who does that? Share the video. Christopher Kunda saying you're watching from Mufrila. Let me know where you're watching me from. Share the video as well. I want to talk about One Zambia, One Nation, the scandal of Honeybee, Ministry of Health and everybody that is involved. And I also want to talk about the Zambian peace. Where are we going? How are people and the leaders that we've chosen sleeping in their homes, knowing they supplied condoms that were not okay, that they supplied medicine that was not okay, and they are sleeping? Let's get talking. Share the video in many groups on people's walls and invite people if you can, so that we can talk on this. Do we have leaders that have got hearts? Do we have leaders that have got hearts? How can somebody block a fellow brother who is a Zambian, who's going to mourn somebody, and you block them? Who does that? Who does that? Who does that? Let's talk, let's talk. Just share the video. Just share the video. Agatha Musukuma Evening, my best dance, I'm with you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Share the video. Share the video. Let's get talking. Let's get talking. And share your views as well. They have taken Zambians for advantage. They only care about their families. Too much selfishness in this country. Gertrude Mutalia saying, good evening to you too. Good evening to you too. Good evening, good evening. Share the video. Let's get talking. I'm just trying to share as well. Then I'll start talking about these things that I'm not happy about, and I should talk as a Zambian and patriotic Zambian who has a voter's card and is going to vote. Okay, I'm not just talking from without. I vote, I'm patriotic, and I'm going to vote even in August. Alright? I'm going to do so. I'm going to vote. So I'm not just talking from without. This is something that is hurting. This is something that is affecting me, my family, friends, and the people that I love, and so I need to speak. I need to speak when things are not going on well. This is the only country that I have. Alright? So I need to speak. That's what I'm doing right now. Okay? So I don't know if the song is, you're able to get me. If you are able to hear me loud and clear, just type clear for me so that I know that you are able to hear me despite the song playing in the background. Let me know, just type clear, and I'll be able to know that you are able to get me so that I can continue talking on what I'm talking about. We're standing with you, brother. That's Christopher there. Esther Nandi says, good evening. Let us continue praying for Zambia. Regards from Livingston. Thank you so much, Esther. God bless you. And yes, let's continue praying, but let's not just pray. Let's also act. Let's also speak. Let us pray and also speak out when things are not okay. Let's do that. Let's do that. So if you are able to hear me, type clear so that I'm able to know that you're able to hear me clear. Just say clear, and I'll continue on what I'm to talk about at this hour. Alright? So now I've captioned this: One Zambia, One Nation, Honeybee, Zambia's peace. Where are we going? First and foremost, what we have to know is that this is not the first time that we're having a ruling party that is ruling Zambia, and it is not the first time that we are having opposition that are aspiring to get into power after the ruling party. No, this is not the first time, and what we are seeing now is not what we have been seeing in the past. All right? Tony are saying you're enjoying the program. Richie are saying more of the gospel. So listen to me. This is not the first time that we are seeing oppositions that are aspiring to get into power. And it is not a crime as Zambians or as a Zambian to aspire to get into political arena or to aspire to be the president of Zambia. There is no problem with that. Every person, as long as you are Zambian and you are eligible, you have all the rights. You have all the rights to aspire to be the president of this country. And if you are the president of the country, it doesn't mean you have the power to be oppressing those that wants to be presidents and aspiring to be presidents of Zambia. That's not the reason you are the president or you will become the president. That's not the way it's supposed to be. So something happened today where the president of Zambia was on the Copper Belt today, and I don't know why it is that when one of these two, either Hakainde Hichilema or President Lungu, is in a certain province, the other one is not supposed to be in that province. But well, on today's arrangement, somebody would have understood very clearly that the president who is ruling Zambia was doing his business politically, all right? And then Hakainde Hichilema was going to mourn. Hakainde is not an enemy. He's a brother of every Zambian because he is Zambian, all right? Despite him being a leader of the opposition, which is UPND. And so he had all the rights, whether the president was on the Copper Belt or not, he had all the rights to go and mourn the party officials that died who are being put to rest today. But seeing him being blocked in all the ways that he shouldn't be on the Copper Belt was inhuman, and it was not right. That was not right. That was totally wrong, very wrong, and it should be condemned by all costs. I was very sad to see that he had to mourn his officials via Zoom meeting, attending the burial service, a church service, via a video call, Zoom. Why have we gone this direction? What has made us reach this far? Why are we doing this? Why are we being oppressed in our own country? Why is that? Why is that? Why can't we have freedom to express and do what we feel we can do in the line that we are following the law of Zambia? What was wrong for HH to go and mourn his party officials? What was wrong with that? Why block him? Why block him? What was that all about? Well, away from that, few weeks ago, we lost 2 people. They were gunned down in cold blood. And it took few days for the president to talk about, more like he doesn't care. And then yesterday, there was something that happened that every person should be worried about. There is something that happened and it affects a lot of Zambians. Okay? Honeybee Pharmaceuticals, Ministry of Health, and whoever is involved that allowed condoms that were not okay to be put on the market, to be given out to people from September to date, which they are still on the market. Expired drugs that are not okay, were given to people from September to date, and they are still on the market for people to consume. And the president has not said anything about it. He has not said anything about that scandal. How can people that are normal, people that care, that have love for other people, go to bed and sleep from September till now, knowing they unleashed condoms that were not okay on the market for people to use? Their fellow Zambians, their children, their brothers, their sisters, their uncles, their aunties used the condoms, used the expired drugs. How do they go to sleep? How do they feel that they did that and they are okay, they are not worried about it? What makes them so sure that the condoms, the drugs, the gloves that they put on the market for people to use, how sure are they that none of their relatives will use those condoms? None of their relatives will use those gloves. None of their relatives will use those drugs. How sure are they? How do they sleep? How did we reach to an extent where a fellow Zambian will start killing their fellow Zambians in such a way? Where did we go wrong? How did we land there where we are now? What happened to love? What happened to caring? What happened to having leaders that cares for the people that they are leading, and not only caring about themselves? What happened to that? Richie are saying, let's talk about it already. We are behind you. Zambian lives matter. Enough is enough. We are not full-time politicians, but it's just a way too much. Of course it is too much. It is too much. It is too much. Zambians, if we are going to keep quiet when it is our brothers that are being affected, it is our brothers, our sisters that are being affected, it is our cousins, our uncles, our aunties that are being affected, then we are not helping ourselves. We are not helping ourselves. When something is wrong, we need to speak. The drugs that went on the market, they are not okay. What is the president doing about it? The condoms that went on the market, they are not okay. What is the president doing about it? Some people have to be fired. They have to be fired. Some people should be fired. How many people have contracted STIs during that period? Last month was just a festive season and people are enjoying, dancing and jiving. Of course, if you don't want to get HIV, use condoms. And then you unleash condoms that are not okay on the market. And people are using them, thinking they are safe, feeling they are safe, when in the actual sense, they were not safe. When they thought they are safe, they were actually not safe. Why killing your own people? Okay, those that took drugs, they took drugs, and I guess they were not getting better. And then they kept consuming the drugs that were not okay. Maybe some people even died in the process because they were consuming things that were not okay. How did we arrive at this place now? How did we arrive at this place? What happened to Ubuntu? What happened to Ubuntu? Zambia. What happened to Ubuntu? What happened to love? What happened to love? Share the video, invite other people, let's get talking. Share the video. Where is Ubuntu? Where is Ubuntu Zambia? The president should fire some people. Actually, yesterday, we could have just been hearing today that the Minister of Health is fired and other people are fired because of the scandal. This scandal is too big and the president shouldn't keep quiet. He should speak as the father of the nation, as a man who loves his children. He should speak. He should talk about this issue. Whether he's on the copper board or wherever he is, he can still speak about this issue. Drugs that were not okay from September till now on the market. Condoms that were not okay on the market from September till now. I'm sure those who are distributed in hospitals, they are distributed in schools, in some institutions, the colleges, they were distributed and people used them. They have used them from September to date, thinking they are protected, not knowing they are not protected. Okay, we have to take care of ourselves, wear masks, social distancing, no gatherings, no handshakes. But what did we see today on the copper belt? The president was on the copper belt. It was power packed. Power packed, a lot of people. Does it mean when the president is around, Corona is scared? Or Corona doesn't affect the people that are in the PF? Is that what it means? No weddings, no kitchen parties, bars should close, but PF campaigns should continue and people should gather in numbers because Corona is scared of PF. Is that the way it's supposed to be? Does it mean Zambia is for PF and not any other Zambian? Like PF is the only Zambian. The other people, NDC is not Zambian. DP is not Zambian. UPND is not Zambian. PAC is not Zambian. As long as you are opposition, you are not Zambian. Only if you are ruling in the ruling party, then you are Zambian. And you are the only one who should benefit in whatsoever is good for humans in Zambia. You see, when situations like these arise in the country, it is where we should see the president stand and speak and talk about, address certain issues like this one. Some of the issues are urgent and needs to be addressed by the president himself and not to keep quiet. The issue of condoms, drugs, gloves happened yesterday and he has not talked about it from yesterday till today. Today it has ended. I don't know about tomorrow. He was not that he has not heard it, but he has heard it and he knows what is happening. But then he decides to keep quiet and not do anything about it. Like everything is okay and everything is normal, when actually things are not okay and they're not normal. Few months remaining to voting. few months remaining to voting, and I'm not just talking. I've been voting, and I'm one person that was very happy when I voted for President Michael Chilufya Sata. Rest in peace, President Michael Chilufya Sata. I voted for him in 2011 and he won when PF was PF. When PF was PF, 2011, I voted for President Sata. May his soul rest in peace. And I was very excited that the PF won. But the way it has turned out to be now, I got my voter's card. I got my voter's card because I'm a patriotic Zambian, and I believe August 12th, 2021, I'll use this wisely. I'll use this voter's card wisely, and I believe even you other people that are watching me right now, you got the voter's card, you are seeing what is happening, and you are going to use the voter's card very wisely. I have it. I'll use it. I got a new one under the hardships on trying to get it, but I still got it. I endured, I got it, and I'm gonna vote in August this year, 2021. The president should address what happened about the honeybee scandal, the Minister of Health scandal. He should talk about it. People have died because of that. People are sick because of that. People have conceived because of that. People have gotten sick because of that. And some people should be fired because of that. Don't take Zambians for granted. Don't take Zambians for granted. There have been people that have been presidents before and they are no longer presidents. And when you're a president doesn't mean you're going to be on the seat forever. No, that's not what it means. That's not what it means. I want to read this comment. The current irresponsible behavior in our country portrayed by your leaders is so unfortunate. This is not how our fellow Africans are governed. How can envy, jealous, hatred is an everyday thing? What is called a Christian nation, a land once known for peace, now seems not to be safe place anymore. God of heaven and earth, let your will prevail, we cry out tonight. You see, peace is now threatened in Zambia. Peace is threatened. We don't even know what happens when we sleep and wake up the following day. We don't know what we will find ourselves in. Where we can have innocent people that are not harmed being shot at. When you want to give checks and balances to the government, you are considered to be an enemy. And you are considered to come from the opposition, being sponsored by the opposition. When actually you are just speaking and crying out because you are Zambian and you are affected. The moment you try to open your mouth and speak, then you'll be considered to be somebody that is being sent by the opposition, which is totally wrong and it's not supposed to be the case. There are people out there who are giving checks and balances without even insulting nobody, without being sponsored. But because they care for our future, they care for their future, They care for the future of their relatives. They care for the future of their children. They care for the future of Mother Zambia. That's the reason they come on social media and speak. When you want to peacefully protest, they send men and women in uniform that are armed. When you use social media, they say it is a wrong platform to use for you to air whatsoever you want to tell the government. In the actual sense, social media is what the leaders are using to speak to us. Some are even failing to use it. It's very sad, and every well-meaning Zambian should condemn what is happening and what has happened, where our fellow brothers and sisters, Zambians, have been exposed to sickness, to diseases, STIs, AIDS, syphilis, and so many other diseases, despite using the condoms that they used, because they were not okay. They were not fit to be on the market, but they were released anyway. To taking medicine, drugs that were not okay, but they were released on the market and people consumed them anyway. May God bless Zambia, and may God help us. May God help us, and may God strengthen us, even as we head to elections, general elections in August. May God be with us. May God protect us. May God protect our families. May God protect our loved ones, so that we can come and witness that day and also do the right thing on that day of voting. All right? God bless you. Shalom, shalom. If you are a well-meaning Zambian, you can share this video. Tag people. Let the people know. Let's speak out. If we keep quiet, the Bible says a closed mouth is a closed destiny. And that's the reason they want us to be wearing masks all the time, so that we don't speak. But sometimes take off that mask and speak, then put it back. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. Take it off, speak, then put it back. And be safe. God bless you. Shalom, shalom.